today we're continuing our motorcycle tour of Scotland. We're going to have breakfast first in Weatherspoons because it's the most convenient place. It's straight underneath the hotel. Then we're going to pack up and hit the road again. The plan for today is to ride the Applecross Pass, and then we're going to head further north into the Highlands. But first I'm just going to go and find Em in Weatherspoons because I think she's already ordered breakfast. They actually do a great breakfast here in Weatherspoons, and it is a great price too. We were here last night for dinner, and the beer as well was great. They had lots of local ales at a good price. So let's see where Em is sitting. Oh, there she is. She's at the coffee machine already. Well, that was a much needed breakfast. That was pretty good. That was hash browns, sausages,
yeah,
beans,
it was really tasty.
Mushrooms.
I think it was about £8.50 a breakfast, and the refillable coffees were £1.50 each.
Yeah, although after the first one, didn't really want to refill that one.
No, but it is something, if you're coming to any British town,
yep,
and you're thinking, or Scottish town, and thinking, oh, should I get breakfast with the hotel, and it's an extra like £30–40, which sometimes they can be.
Yeah, it's right
there are good options in the towns for breakfast,
yeah,
for a full English, a full Scottish, a full fry-up, whatever.
There's pretty much a Weatherspoons in every little town, I think.
I think
so. But today's looking good. The weather's clearing up. It did rain last night quite heavily, which is great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fresh this morning, and it's supposed to be dry today and cloudy, and the weather's getting increasingly better throughout the week. But it's a great place, and it's going to have a great atmosphere today.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Ben Nevis. I've never seen it with my own two eyes, so I think we're going to go up to the viewpoint a little bit later. But first, let's have a little wander through Fort William. So Weatherspoons does a lot of things very well, but coffee is not one of them. But on Little Main Street, there's a place called Wildcat, which we grabbed a couple of coffees at, and it is fantastic, very, very good. So we're just walking through the main street now, and then I think we're going to head off soon. It started to spit slightly, very Britishly started to spit, and I might have bought some patches.
Yeah, has fueled her little addiction of patches, but I think I encourage it, to be honest.
You wait and see when my my master collage is finished of all these patches.
We just need a patch wall. We need a wall first.
A wall, yeah.
A permanent wall.
So I think we should go back to the hotel and suit up and then get ready for a good day in Scotland. I feel like this is our first real day. Do you?
It is, yeah, I think so. Yeah, the other ones have been like sort of getting here days.
A little bit scrappy, haven't we?
We had a nice bit of scenery yesterday, but
we
we're
did.
actually getting to the heart of Scotland today, which is going to be amazing. The place where we're staying tonight, there was only 3 hotels within like a, 30–40 mile radius. So I don't know whether things are not open or if it's busy, or if it's just quite remote.
Yeah, we checked it this morning and we booked it straight away, and we saw that there wasn't many options, and it was still coming out around £175 per night. And when I've spoken with my family that also come up here, they said that that's pretty normal on average for the area.
So yeah, it's costing a lot more than we thought it would, this tour of the UK.
Yeah. And
actually, I think Norway was actually cheaper.
In hotels, it absolutely was.
For hotels, yeah. For restaurants and things, not. But yeah, I think we were paying like 50 to 100 in Norway, weren't we, with the cabins and
we were
stuff.
Occasionally getting an absolute bargain. In here, there's no bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, we got €50 in Glasgow, but here, the Travelodge last night, that was quite expensive. But worth it. Views are amazing, and it's going to be a great day. And the place that we're staying tonight looks really lovely. It's got sea views.
Yeah, it does look lovely. And it does have breakfast in the place we're staying tonight as well, which is good. But yeah, I'm going to head to the hotel now and get ready to hit the road.
Oh, this is a good coffee. And on our way we go. Bye, Port William.
Yeah, it was a nice place actually, Fort William. When you pull up and you see the backs of the houses, it doesn't look that great, but the main street is really nice, isn't it?
Oh, I think we scared him.
It was an unhappy dog. But weather is nice today. The roads have actually dried out, which is good. And the mountains are all in view, so not misty. Right, looking forward to today.
Good day.
It is, isn't it? I think we've got a few little towns to pass through soon, and then probably about an hour or two we'll be at the Applecross Pass, which we have been told by numerous people that we have to ride that one.
Yeah, but this is gorgeous.
It is, isn't it? We should be able to see Ben Nevis on the right shortly.
I think we're actually, do you know when you can be too close to a mountain that you can't see it? Almost.
That's true, isn't it? I don't think it's No, it can't be that one. It must be the one
No, it's
behind
not.
that's about to appear.
But it's a good place to stock up for the rest of your tour here, I'd say, because there's a couple of good supermarkets in the area. And if you're camping, or you're planning to camp right at the north, this is where you stock up on all of your foods and stuff. Because I think things get a little bit more remote as we continue north. So we've stocked up on a few pot noodles and a few other protein bars and things to make sure that we're all right.
Sounds good, yeah. Thanks for looking after us there.
All right.
Some great outdoor shops in there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Bargains as well. If we had a bit more space, I think we might have.
Maybe on our way back down, when we be
Yeah.
a bit heavier, we can start stuffing things in. I think we can just about see Ben Nevis in the backdrop there, with Home Bargains and Marks and Spencer's in front of it.
They had a Marks and Spencer's. Oh,
We missed
went and
that.
we slummed it in Morrison's. We could have been at M&S.
Sean's dad was very concerned about us and fuel in Scotland.
He was.
So every time I see a fuel station, I think, oh, there's one. Make a note of that. We've only been riding for about 5 minutes, and we're actually using Calimoto to find us the twistiest route to our next destination, which is, I think, a little viewpoint where you can see a nice view of Ben Nevis. But we found a great little road. You can see.
Yeah, this is the B8004. It's like a little single track road that just skirts along the river.
And
yeah, it's
to
really
the to the right, you can see all of the Ben Nevis range.
Yeah. Now
Just peeking through the trees.
there is a road that takes you from here to Inverness, which I think is the Ben Nevis range, which we won't be riding on this trip, unfortunately, because we're heading north. But if you don't have time to head all the way up to the top of Scotland, then there's plenty of options for some great rides further down south of Scotland.
Yeah, I think we're going to be sticking to the N500 kind of route that is very, very well known for being very scenic, that skirts along this west coast, heads up to John O'Groats.
Yeah, it's going to be great to get right up into the Highlands. Oh, the new tyres are great.
You love them?
Yeah, I do. I mean, in the previous episode, we were struggling to find tyres, but we got saved by... What's the name of that garage? Was it MTS or something?
MTS, yeah.
MTS Motorcycles in Glasgow. They saved the day, and they recommended, or they had in stock, these Continentals, the Attack 4s, which I probably wouldn't have put on. I tended to go for the 8020s, but to be honest, they feel fantastic.
Yeah, they're dual compound and they're already scrubbed in, which is quite nice. Especially when you need to use them straight away.
Yeah, supposedly they're good from the word go, although we did take it easy, of course, for the first 50, 100 miles or so. But he said that somebody had them on their bike and put 11,000 miles on them, which is amazing. I'll be happy if we get half of that.
He says as he slams it into the corner.
If I had a little lighter on the throttle, it might be okay. No, this morning, when I went to unlock the bike,
Yeah.
there was bird poo just on my accelerator handle.
No.
It'd missed the entire bike and everywhere else around it, but it just got it exactly on my foam grips.
That's
I'm
very
not happy about.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I didn't even have a tissue. I had to wipe it off with a dock leaf.
This road is awesome. I love it.
It is, isn't it?
And not another car on it, which is what we want. I think you were telling me, Sean, that a lot of people kind of stop at Fort William.
I think so, yeah. I think Fort William is it's quite easily accessible, isn't it? If you fly in from Edinburgh or Glasgow, you've got some nice loops there. So I'm hoping that north of Fort William will be quieter. That's a nice bridge. I do appreciate a good bridge.
We do.
Just crossing the Caledonian Canal, and there's a series of locks there as well, which is awesome. The See, to get the canal boats in the different water levels, they pass through all these locks. I would like to do a canal boat holiday at some point. I think it would be really relaxing. I don't know, am I on my own there, Em? Or?
I'm up for anything. I'm sure we'd have an absolute laugh on it. I feel like it's something we should take our parents on. I also think they would love that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm up for it.
Although with our past difficulties with other little boat-related excursions, maybe somebody else can ride it.
Considering we sank a canoe in Mauritius on our honeymoon.
Yeah, thank goodness the water was only like a metre deep. We were able to get the canoe back out.
We just pulled over to have a quick look at Ben Nevis and what we can see of it with the cloud cover.
Yeah, it's that one just there. It's in between those two. And 1,345 metres. That's a decent mountain, that one, isn't it?
It is.
I've never climbed Ben Nevis, although I feel that's something we should probably do at some point in the future.
I think we should do the 3 peak challenge. Do them all in 24 hours.
24 hours, goodness me.
I think you have to do them all in around 5 hours to do the 3 peak challenge.
And have the driver take you in between to get some sleep. But it's really cool, this app. In fact, there's loads of big mountains around here over the 1,000-metre range.
All right, let's go and see them then.
All right. Oh, another spectacular loch has come into view here. Now, this one is called Loch Lochy, and I feel like the Loch Committee naming meeting was running a little bit late, and they were running out of ideas to name this one, so they just went with Loch Lochy. That'll do.
I like it.
It's an easy one to remember, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a gorgeous one though. It's giving Norway feels in every way.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. And it runs, well, I'm guessing they all like this, aren't they? They're just really narrow and long.
That was a great road, wasn't it?
It sure was, yeah. Now we're going to continue on the A87 and yeah, in the direction of Applecross. Could do with the fuel station in the next hour or so, so hopefully we'll pass somewhere soonish. I think there's a few towns coming up.
This landscape is absolutely stunning.
It is, isn't it? There's one like hill or mountain moves aside, another one comes up from the horizon.
I mean, it's barren.
It is.
Sorry, Sean. It's barren, but it's also not in the same sentence. It's a combination of the both. So we just stopped at a fuel station, but it has no fuel in it.
No,
So,
apparently they haven't had any for a while. It was one of those small cafe stop fuel stations, but there is another one in the next village, so not to worry. We still got 100 miles of the tank.
Yeah,
However,
but your range anxiety has a while kicked in.
Range anxiety kicks in at about 120 and like it's progressive after 100. But we haven't actually seen that many fuel stations here, and when you look off into the distance here, you think you're just going into even more wilderness. But
Yeah.
there is one in a bit, rest assured. But it's fantastic here, isn't it?
It is.
What a beautiful
Loving it.
country.
This is just epic.
It really is, isn't it? What a beautiful place to ride through. The air is really fresh as well.
Yeah. Even on what is quite a fast road and quite busy.
It is, yeah.
The mountain at 2 o'clock is like a pyramid mountain again.
Oh, yeah. Perfect one. Road conditions are great as well.
Better than they were in South London.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm a little bit blown away by it, to be honest.
Well, yeah, we are not expecting it to be so beautiful so soon.
No, I don't. But it's not just that. I didn't expect the peaks around you to be so big either. I was still thinking like rolling British hills, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of like Wales. So I wasn't expecting the ruggedness or the rawness, or this kind of mix between raw and lush that it seems to be.
Yeah, it really is very lush, isn't it, and raw at the same time.
And these valleys that they've put the road in just showcase it, don't they? Because you just, either side of you is these quite steep.
It is, it's like almost like a tourist road. I can smell the salt in the air. We're getting close to the sea now. And then I think that ridge at the top, that's the Apple Cross.
Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we've still got a way to go to get there though. A much welcome fuel station.
The relief.
It is. It's funny, when I had the SV1000, I think I had like a range of 150 miles, like full. So when it was full, I was like completely happy. But now with the bigger range, once I get to about 100, I get the range anxiety, which is mad.
Yeah, but you did run out of fuel once, and I think it comes from that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one. That was down to the dodgy fuel gauge on my old bike.
Yeah, on the 1200, wasn't it?
Yeah, it will just stick in a little bit. All right, we're set for another 400 mile, I think.
There it is,
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I think that's one of the famous ones, isn't it? I've seen that one before, I'm sure of it.
That is really, really cool.
And very conveniently placed.
Is it just a ruin, or is it...
Is it what, Sorry?
Is it a ruin, like a castle ruin? Or is it like a real, still castle?
I don't know, it looks like it could be inhabited. Let's take a closer look. Oh, there's a visitor centre and gift shop.
Eilean Castle.
I don't think we need to go into the castle. Wow, it is very busy. There's a lot of people on that castle.
No, it looks like it's not too much of a ruin, doesn't it?
That's not really a ruin at all, is it? It's a really nice one, though. Dates back to the 13th century, and interesting enough, it was built to protect the area against any Viking attacks. But there's evidence that people lived there from the 6th century. It's quite an impressive castle. We're not going to go in today because it's extremely busy around here and we're enjoying the roads so much, but it's good to stop by and have a quick look at it before we head on further.